Coach, how big of a part has Garrett been and Garrett Medenwald and what you guys have been able to do, and how is it a shock to some kids when they get here how big of a part the strength and conditioning is of what you're doing?
I do think it's. I think you go in and you start recruiting and you start talking about your program and you're going to be as transparent as you can be with everyone. And the one thing you talk about working, and I think most people think that they work. I do. I think they work, but they don't, because that's what they've been exposed to. But they don't really truly understand, and we don't truly understand how hard if they can figure it out until we're with them. And so when they come in, and the way the rules have always been set up through the years, they've changed now. But your strength conditioning program, that's who was with the players the most. And I go back to what we had built at Texas with Todd Wright, and Garrett came under him, and this. And I've said before, arguably as equally a hard a position as anyone, as important as any position on our staff, because he has the time with him. But Garrett is not just a strength and conditioning coach. I mean, he does so much more with those guys. I mean, he is obsessed with their bodies and minds being right, and he'll stay and work, and so it's really, really important. Again, I think it's really difficult for programs that don't have guys like him, because he is he was really with me here from day one. Once we got here and got going, and we knew we could get him in place and get through the hiring process, and he he immediately made an impact. And I think what he showed Kevin Punter and the guys, how serious he was about his job, I think that had an effect on. They had someone that they knew was really looking out for their best interests physically, and you can't really talk about Garrett without mentioning, Chad. What he does. Those two guys work together. They have one thing in mind, and that's to keep our guys healthy and keep them on the court. And I will tell you, good trainers are hard to come by too. And I'm telling you, we're blessed here. We got two of the very best that I think that, again, they're as good as anybody in the country.